I think a lot of times when we look at food production, there are a lot of things that get taken for granted, but especially when you get tough economic times and you talk about budget cuts, a couple of areas that do get really overlooked, the importance of research being one, and another area would be training of the professionals that you need in that system, such as veterinarians. And these are key factors that I think a lot of times we just take for granted that there'll be a veterinarian there or there'll be another one come along, and that's not necessarily going to happen unless we take steps to make sure there's help for those people to get into the profession and be in those areas where they're needed.
And that's correct. And the veterinary schools we only have 28 in the United States. Over the past couple of years, they've taken huge hits to their budgets. And as a result, we've seen some increases in tuition, and I think all that feeds into the increase in debt. And then as students get that increase in debt, they have a fairly big loan repayment on a monthly basis. So again, it's that vicious cycle. It's very hard for them to go into those areas and to sustain a practice. Research is another area that we are. There is not enough money spent on agricultural research, and from our perspective, there's not enough money spent on animal agricultural research. So we're supporting the reauthorization of AFRI in the Farm Bill. It's authorized at $700 million, but it's never gotten over $270 million. And not only that, USDA has put some priorities that we feel they really need to shift a tiny bit into making animal agriculture research more of a priority for those AFRI research funding. So we're not only supporting the reauthorization of AFRI, but we're also supporting language that would put more of an emphasis on animal agriculture research.
And when we talk about, there's so much discussion and debate and concern about food safety, that gets back to the importance of having experts in the field. There's trained veterinarians out there, a key link in this chain.
Absolutely, and the animal agriculture is going through a lot of changes. There's a lot of threats, whether it's gestation crates or antimicrobial use, or we need to have experts like veterinarians on the farm talking to the producers, talking to them how to judiciously use antimicrobials, how to do other things with their animals to keep them healthy, how to promote their welfare, all of which has been you've talked about in the past hour. Without veterinarians on the farm, animal health and welfare will suffer long term. That's the producers do an absolutely great job of taking care of their animals, but we really need to get the experts to work with them to continue that improvement so that we can feed the 9 billion people in the world by 2050.